Have you ever wondered whether the things you think are wasting your time might actually be shaping who you are becoming? Long ago, deep in the mountains, there stood a small temple. The temple lived a 5-year-old little monk wearing a gray robe. One early morning, the little monk followed his master down the mountain to fetch water. The path was winding and steep. He walked out of breath as the buckets swayed back and forth. Halfway up the mountain, he couldn't help but complain. "Master, why do we have to fetch water every single day? We fetched it yesterday, and today we have to do it again. The water jar will always become empty. Isn't this meaningless?" The master did not answer, simply pointed to an old pine tree nearby. "Look at that pine tree." The little monk looked. The pine tree stood quietly. When the wind blew, it swayed gently. The master asked, "It stood here yesterday. It stands here today. It will stand here tomorrow. You think it feels its life has no meaning?" The little monk thought for a moment and shook his head. The master said, "The pine tree does not stand in order to complete the task of standing. It stands because that is simply what it is in this moment." With that, the master continued walking. The little monk followed in silence. The buckets were still heavy. The mountain path was still long. But suddenly he noticed when he stopped rushing to finish fetching water and instead focused on the stones beneath his feet, the weight on his shoulders, and the breath of the mountain wind. The water no longer seemed so heavy. That evening, as he poured the water into the jar, the surface reflected the clouds in the sky. And he suddenly understood, some things are not meant to fill the world, but to clear the heart.